Okay, this is going to be a very unpolished, unprofessional video because I'm taking it on my iPad to make things just as easy as I can on my end. But this video I'm hoping to make to help people deconflict some of the problems they're having with variable zoom settings and having to jump through hoops in order to get everybody on board to avoid the situation where you're a teacher and you have a student on the other end and you get into a situation where you can't hear them or they can't hear you, or you can hear audio but not, in my case, guitar, and vice versa. So part of the problem has to do with a sound card within your PC. So this video is for people using Windows PC. I don't know about Macs and iOS and if it works the same way, but on Windows PCs, there is processing going on within your sound card that screws up the signal. Well, I don't know how it screws it up, depends on who you ask, but it alters the signal before it gets to the Zoom client software, and that creates the problems that you're having. So the very first thing you need to do is you need to go into your Windows sound card, or at least your sound settings, and change that. Now I'm going to do it for both Windows 10 and I'm going to do it for Windows 11 to show you how to do this. So this is a laptop that has Windows 10 on it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go down here to the Start key. If you don't already have, now you might see I've got my settings gear icon already pinned to my taskbar, but if you don't, go down here to the Windows and then Settings, then you click on Settings, and you come up here and click on System, and then you come down here on the left hand side and find Sound. Now down here under Input, this is for your microphone input. Now there's a little drop down here device menu that will show you all your options. Now I have an external microphone hooked up, so that's what's by default selected by my PC. If you don't have an external microphone, then it'll probably be something with your built-in microphone on your laptop. This is the one that came with my Windows laptop microphone array. So whatever it is, whatever device you're using for your microphone, you click that. So I'm using the Mic Plus, so I'm going to click that. Now right below that, again, this is in Windows 10, you have device properties. So you click that. Okay, now you got a great big open menu here, device properties up here on the left. You want to go way over here on the right hand side and additional device properties. You'll get a pop-up window for your microphone properties. The general tab will usually be selected by default. You won't want that one. You want to go over here to advanced. And you come down here to a section that calls signal enhancements. This is where the problem lies. Enable audio enhancements. If this is checked, you want to uncheck it. Okay, this you want to be disabled or off or not checked. So uncheck that if it's checked, and then we'll come over here and hit apply. Don't hit OK, you hit apply. So then you hit apply. What that does by hitting apply rather than OK, if you hit OK, then the next time you reboot your computer, it's going to go back to the defaults, which will turn that thing back on. If you hit apply, it should stay off, but if you get a Windows update, you're going to have to go back in there and check it, because sometimes when they send a Windows update, it will turn that thing back on. So the bottom line is signal enhancements, you want that off. So that's what you need to do to that. Okay, so that's how you do it in Windows 10. Okay, so now we have a laptop here that's running Windows 11. So same thing, you want to go to the Microsoft, the Start window, you click on that, and you come up here and you go to Settings. Then over on the left-hand side, it's similar to what in Windows 10, System. You come over here to Sound. and you click the sound, and you come down here to input. And again, this is where you'll see what kind of microphones you have hooked up. In this case, I do not have an external microphone hooked up to this laptop. It's the built-in one. It's called Microsoft Array. So then we want to click on that. Then we come down here, and this is where the audio enhancements live. It's this audio enhancements. You go over here, and it has, by default, the device defaults effects. We want to click that, and we want to turn them off. Okay, and that's really pretty much it. That's how you do it in a Windows 11. Now you can close out and then load up the Zoom client, but we're not done yet because these are just the changes we need to make on our laptop. Next, we're going to go into the actual Zoom platform there because there's some changes that we, well, not necessarily changes, or there's some options we need to make sure we have toggled on. Right now in the audio settings here, we want to come down. You're going to see your speaker, your default speaker, and you can see here I'm using an external microphone here. Well, it's plugged in anyway. So that's what's showed up here. But if you're just using the one that came in with your laptop, it might look like that. Anyway, pick the microphone that you're using, okay? Now you come down here to the audio profile. You want to come down here to original sound for musicians. You want to click that. Okay, but we're not done yet. High fidelity music, you want to click that, or you can not click it. Doesn't make much of a difference. This next button here, the echo cancellation, there's some debate whether that should be on or off. I usually use it off because if you just click on the question mark there, it says we recommend that you enable this option unless you're using headphones or playing a musical instrument, and we are. So in this case, we probably want this off. So we're going to leave that one off, but we're not done yet. Down here at the bottom is an advanced button. This button didn't always used to be here. I don't remember when they added it, but you want to click on the advanced button. And you come up here, there's that signal processing by Windows. We want this, the default is usually on auto. We want to change this from auto, we want to change it to off. So we want to remove anything that Windows might be doing to process that signal before it gets to the Zoom software. And by doing this, I mean, if you click on the thing, I'll even explain it to you. Off puts the drivers into raw mode so that Zoom app receives an unprocessed signal. And that's what we want to do. So we want that off. So, okay, we're almost done. Not quite. So we come back up here. I'll get my thumb away from the camera. Up here in the left-hand corner, original sound for musicians is a toggle. You have to toggle it on. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to hear your guitar or your piano or whatever. You'll get a little window, it'll pop up. It's off, on, off, on. You want it on. That's the final step. You'll get a brief little window. It'll come up here to tell you that it's on. And then you're good to go, or you should be good to go for your Zoom session. I hope this helps. I mean, again, I'm doing this at the end of October 2023. It works last time I tried it out. I'm not 100% sure that both, well, I know you do as a teacher need to have your settings like this. I also believe you have to have your student might have to jump through the same hoops on their end. Otherwise, you might get an echo, or you'll have the situation where you can hear their guitar, but they can't hear your guitar, and vice versa. So if everybody's on the same page, hopefully that'll work. So sorry for the crudeness of this, but I just thought I'd throw that out there. Good luck. Okay, I forgot one thing. This is for on the other end. If your student is using an iPad or a tablet, they need to make sure something is on their end. So this is the app. This is what they see before they even click on your link that you send them or whatever. This is the welcome page for Zoom. And if you notice up here on the left-hand corner, there's a settings wheel. So they need to click that on, and that'll take them to the settings, and then the very first one here is meetings. They need to click on that, and then they need to come down there and make sure that use original audio is activated. It needs to be on. The button needs to be to the full right. Very important on their end. So that's the last piece of the puzzle.